Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Kwam Yasha'Allah, Koholo Yimala Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Chakwatash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to say for water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Hanan Nawaf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And you got another one, man. Every time Esau have a bunch of bullshit going on in the backdrop, they gonna always throw you a Jake out here on some sexual assault shit. So now you got Tyler Perry. This gonna take a lot more. Jake gonna be all into this shit too. They got Tyler Perry out here. This guy, which appears to be an Edomite. He may not be an Edomite. Suing his ass for $260 million. They going all off into the story of him rubbing him on his thigh. He all at this dude's home. I had too many drinks. I asked him, could I, stay in his spare bedroom. Talking about Tyler Perry grabbing him by the throat and do you like it rough? Just a bunch of bullshit that go along with this Diddy shit. Every single time it's something that's going on major in the world, it's always a Jake that's being thrown out there under the bus, so to speak. They even was talking about Smokey Robinson here recently. We go back R. Kelly. You can go back on Bill Cosby. You can, so they always gonna throw you Jake. Now, I can remember when, what's the guy from Abercrombie and Fitch? They had a whole ring of shit going on. If you're familiar with the story on the guy that supposedly owned Abercrombie and Fitch, them damn Edomites, you ain't even hearing about this Epstein shit. Trump all ran his campaign like I'm gonna bring out the Epstein files. You ain't heard nothing about nobody on the list yet. Except for Elon Musk, going on a spat saying that, Trump was there, so to speak, and was on some bullshit. But, man, you're not hearing about any of this stuff, man, when it comes to these Edomites that's really just out here just doing the most. These Edomites out here doing the most, man. But when it comes to our people, they going to throw your ass right out there, full frame. You on every goddamn segment of TV. They gonna run this right along with. I guess it was just, the Diddy shit. They kind of they freaked everybody out with the Diddy shit. I guess they couldn't just, they like, hey, well, people are not as mesmerized no more. Let's do something else. And we already, we not, I'm not defending no damn Tyler Perry. Always gonna be a Jake, boy. Be out in these Edomite neighborhoods and shit driving. Jake just be out here just looking crazy. But again, we're not, I'm not motherfucking giving this guy, Tyler Perry, no kind of win at all. Because way back in the days, man, way before I even came into this truth, I'm like, this motherfucker, man. I could never watch his movies. Never. I can remember, actually, I didn't know who the fuck this motherfucker was. I went on a date with a chick way back in the first parts of his career and seen a damn play with this nigga in it. And I didn't even know, it was kind of like, all right, and then he got famous. He started coming with these movies, but all the movies is bullshit. It's like you get to a point where you're like, well, damn, all his movies like this? It's the same old shit. Trashing, bashing so-called black people. You know what I'm saying? It's always a gangster / the woman is queen, the dudes ain't shit movies. So, hey, we're not, I'm not tripping on what's going on with this guy. And it wasn't surprising, with all that jumping into that dress with that Medea shit, that media, which is a bunch of damn witchcraft. And he swooned a lot of you so-called black women over. And, Hispanic, Native American, as well. And he has a so-called white audience as well. Don't get me wrong. But when it straight comes down to it, this man done a lot to destroy our family structure, man. He played a nice part in destroying our people. So let me get but either way, I just wanted to just pull this one scripture. It wasn't gonna be nothing long. I'm driving anyway. I could have just roughly paraphrased it. That's 2 Corinthians 2:11. And it reads, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Another translation goes off until we're not ignorant of his schemes. Because this guy, Esau, man, he's a damn scammer, man. He's the ultimate scheme pusher, man. Everything this guy's about, it's a scheme to it. All the shit you see and going on in the news, that shit, man, it's all to throw people for a loop. And I was kicking it with this guy, I'm just, coming from a location, from a city, because I'm at the plantation right now. And I was out on the road doing a drop. And this guy, I'm kicking it with this younger guy in there. I always kind of kick it with him here and there whenever I'm out there. But shit, he was like, man, it's too much shit going on in the world. I know he knows some stuff. I don't go too hard with him, you know what I'm saying, as far as like on the job. You have to be, Clark Kent on the job, man, as the apostles will say. Be Superman on the highways and byways when you out and about teaching the scriptures, you know what I'm saying? But you got to be easy at these jobs when it comes, because I know that guy, he's pretty militant, you know what I'm saying? He be saying the shit around them Edomites, and I'm just like, well, hey, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I don't want to be, I don't want to, I don't need no bad rapport, going back to my headquarters saying, this guy was talking about, but some of these, you can tell Jake tired of Esau, man. Jake is super duper fucking tired of Esau, bro. And I can see it wherever I go. A couple of Jakes in there, you know what I'm saying? It's all Edomites, but the Jakes run the desk. And they like, man, I can't stand that. But I just be like, yeah, all right, man, well, have a good day. I'll be trying to ease the fuck on out of the building. It's another guy. He don't care, man. He don't have no whisper voice. He don't have no inside voice. He be loud as shit, saying the crazy stuff he be saying. So, I kind of try and be easy on him too. But, hey, Jake is starting to see the bullshit, bro. See, people starting to see through a lot of this shit. It's too much going on in the world where you think that this right here would actually even be news. You know what I'm saying? Okay, this motherfucker getting sued. Let him take it to the courts. Why we got to know about it? But they going to run this shit on every news network, bro. Because I seen the story yesterday. And I already knew people was going to be onto it, with this chick right here. She's kind of like a little red pill chick. She be going in on the so-called black women, on behalf of the so-called black man. I will admit, but this chick, River TV. So she was just going into it, I just kind of got into a minute or so of her shit, just to see. Because I figured she would give a little bit more of a rundown. Because I seen the story yesterday and, kind of clicked into it, but clicked back out of it like, up, another one. That's the way I seen it. I looked at it just like that. Yep, they on Jake ass again. They out here. They got Jake. He the mascot of nastiness. But in the meanwhile, Esau's the one out here with the real nasty, man. This dude, man, out here, he been pushing nastiness for hundreds of years. But yet, they throw Jake on TV like he's the worst thing that ever happened to the world, bro. And so we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. We're not ignorant of this kind of stuff. Once you get, you get into this truth, you get to see Esau's game plan and how he gets down. And he don't change nothing up because he's not original. He's not original. But he has that money and that power also to, to continue pushing his agendas with nobody, going. He's just unchecked with it. Nobody's checking him, bro. It's like these Israelis over here. See all this stuff, there's wars, rumors of wars. They got a lot of laws in the backdrop that's going on. I seen the elder, I should have reposted it. The elder, he be Elder Yashawamba out in GMS Dallas. He had a post of one of the laws that they passed this week that people weren't even paying attention to, you know what I'm saying, going off into, a lot of that digital shit. Bitcoin this coin that, It's a lot going on, man. You know what I'm saying? But see, with Jake, they want to keep you, and definitely they want to keep you in the dark. They want to keep you in the dark the most. They definitely don't want you waking up and calling on the names of Yahweh, Why, Yahweh Shai. That's for damn sure. So they gonna keep you out here with a football game, a basketball game. They gonna keep you with the YNs, you know what I'm saying? The young nigga this, young nigga that. They gonna keep you. They gonna keep you in the news, looking doofy as hell. Which it is a lot of shit going on in the news as far as that's prophetic as well, as far as a lot of this crime, man, a lot of this fierceness, the Scriptures talks about how in the last days people would be without natural affection. Yahushua actually spoke of it in Matthew 24, verse 12, where he said that because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Right? And we've heard stories about this guy before. Plenty of times, bro. Plenty of times. Plenty of stories. Now all of a sudden, it's just like, well, hey, we're going to need to throw your ass out there under this bus real quick. We're going to need to do it, buddy. We need you. We set you up on that pedestal. We allowed you to play the game. We allowed you to get money. Now we need you to play your part. You know what I'm saying? And take down of your people, so to speak. Or, you know. So, hey, nasty work, bro. Somebody says, Boondocks keep showing up in real life. Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a lot going on, man. these comments. But people know, though, man. It's not like people don't be. It's just our people love entertainment, man. They love to, Scripture talks about how they rise up to play. That's all Jake want to do, man. It's got to be constant entertainment for his ass. He don't want to be serious at no point in the game. And right now, man, we're supposed to be in that house of mourning, not that the house of mirth right now. And Jake don't want to do nothing but party. All this shit going on out here, Jake don't want to do nothing but find somewhere to go party. They not thinking about. They'll tell you, oh yeah, it's the end times, but yet you got a goddamn pork rib in your mouth at a damn barbecue playing some damn Al Green or some shit. Jake don't want to. The Lord about to get them together though. It's about to come to a point where Jake about to really see the Lord is not playing no games out here, man. All this stuff is going on for a reason. These people trying to cover up the fact that they want to throw a chip in your ass. And then they trying to cover up this World War III shit. It's a lot they doing, man. You have to realize the elite of the world are in the backdrop pulling a lot of shit off that some people are onto, but a lot of people are not. These people are ready to chip your ass. In the meanwhile, they throwing you bullshit like this out here. Come on, man. As if nobody knew about. Come on, everybody that's into this game, as far as the Hollywood game, is just on some nasty. A lot of nasty going on in that world. But I'm telling you again, they make Jake the mascot of it. All this shit going on out here, bro. You know how many, matter of fact, I just put in, I've done that lesson yesterday on, what was it? Like 800 kids or babies found in a damn sewer container at one of those Catholic churches or nuns schools, But you're not going to hear about that like that. They'll throw the story out there. That shit will die down within a week. This shit right here is going to be ongoing for the next year if the Lord tarry. Like straight up. They going to keep this shit pushing because they understand that they need to keep the people, that bread and circus, man. So, I'm going to end out, man. I'm not going to keep it too long. I mean, it's something that I won't even check into like that. You know what I'm saying? I just seen it, because yesterday when I seen it, there's a couple more details that she's talking about. It says, shout out to the Boondocks being right again. Yep. 260 million. What the fuck? A black person could never sue for that much. Yeah, you could, but you ain't gonna get it. Like, this person not gonna get no 260 million. And a lot of the times when it comes to these lawsuits like that, they jack the price up real high. So you'll basically, your lawyer might say, well, hey man, go ahead and get that motherfucker 30 million. Go ahead and give me 40 million. Let's settle this shit. We can settle this out of court. Everything will be, pushed to the back burner, and he just got to take that L. And you think that shit, with the shit that be going on in that industry, they'll have insurance money set to the side just when somebody implicate their asses, because it happens every single time. But when you hear about these so-called white people doing shit like that, you got so-called white people, man, blowing up motherfucking embryo centers, with bombs and shit. You got Edomites out here, running around. They like the guy that shot up those lawmakers out there in Minnesota a couple of days ago. This motherfucker showed up at the door in a police uniform, gunned their asses down. He was on the run for a few days. But see, you have all that stuff going on, man. The average person don't even remember the last school shooting. And them bitches go on every day. But it's some Edomites out here doing all kinds of shit. And it's only a little bit of attention that's put to it. They'll throw that shit on the news. And a lot of the times, they won't even throw a picture up. So you won't see a photo of the person. You got to kind of do a web search to see, like who the fuck it was for real. But that's Esau. They'll throw their little shit to the back burner. They out here doing the most heinous crimes. But when it comes to you, Jake, you're the mascot of everything that's going on wrong in the world. And we're not ignorant of that, man. Don't be ignorant. Don't believe Esau when he's telling you that you're 12% of the population, which that's more than likely a lie. You're 12% of the population, but you're committing the most crimes. Get the fuck out of here. I remember the show Cops back in the day. So most of the people they was catching on Cops, they used to make a lot of shows in the hood. But most of the shit that was going on that was real fucked up was them Edomites they was running down. Goddamn meth labs and just Esau out here doing just as much crazy shit, even more. Matter of fact, Esau will embezzle $1 billion out of all the citizens, drain their 401ks and all kinds of shit, and this motherfucker get probation. He'll be to ruin hundreds of thousands of people's lives, man. And he'll get probation. He's somewhere still on an island from the money that he stole. He's still at his mansion from the money that he got from the money that he stole from all these people. Won't even have on one of those, with those tethers. He won't even have one of those on. That's just like, remember Jeffrey Epstein? When shit went down, he was in court down in Florida. Then they got him up here in New York. And he got off for a gang of shit down there fucking with them, his little sex capades and shit like that. Here you go, still, you're not seeing this list of people. Why we can't see this list of people that has something to do with that Jeffrey Epstein shit? All of a sudden, he comes up dead. And I'm really believing they're about to let out the Maxine chick. She about to get out soon. They already been, she's been there. She's gonna quietly get out of that bitch. So when it comes to these Edomites that's doing all the nasty stuff in the backdrop, they're not talking about it. Here you go. You got the Edomites, Christians. They don't speak on why Israel having a damn pride parade in Israel over in Tel Aviv. What they had to they pissed because they had to cancel the shit because of what's going on over there with Iran. But you think those people didn't have their nasty nights? They still over there having their nasty nights. Talking about baby oil. Talking about P. Diddy freak-offs. They right over in the Holy Land, man, and going hard body. Just because they over there bombing shit, that don't mean that they stopped. They just not gonna be out on the streets, walking along looking nasty with them damn flags and stuff. But nobody is talking about that. All kinds of stuff. I can go on and on and on with all the stories that we see, and nobody's talking about what these Edomites are really into. But they gonna, hey, you better believe they gonna drag this right here on. And then next, you gonna probably hear about a few more people coming into this. You know how they do. All of a sudden, people start coming out the woodworks. Yeah, he sexually assaulted me too back in 2003. And you're gonna have all kinds of people popping out of the woodworks. It's gonna be multiple. Trust me, I'm willing to I could put money on that if I bet it. They gonna be coming out of the woodworks. Yeah, he done that to me too. This guy gonna have to settle with a lot of people, and they gonna have his ass out. And now they're not gonna arrest him. Who else was it? It was somebody else too. It was somebody else other than, I know, the Smokey Robinson hookup. They had all that shit pop out. I guess it didn't grab on how they maybe thought that it would. People was like, oh, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Smokey Robinson, man, done had his days, man. He done shit. Smokey done lived. You know what I'm saying? As far as this world goes, anyway. Nobody wasn't feeling that shit. But anyway, man, I'm I'm gonna end out here. Hey, you know this about to be some stuff right here, man. Wow. Yeah, man. You live in a world, man, when it comes to this place, man, it's wicked. It's just wickedness, man. All unrighteous decrees, all unrighteous, you know what I'm saying? You know, because you man, people look for a way to sue, man. They looking for an easy way out at all times, bro. And if they know you got a little something, they on your ass, man. They are on your ass. You can see that with a lot of the women that's, you know what I'm saying, with, you know, a lot of these NBA players, and they going through what they be going through, NFL rappers and all this other shit. Like, you be thinking, like, why the fuck would you deal with somebody like that? And you already know the you know, the era, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody is doing the same shit. Like, you know, you don't think that this little simple, little shy little chick, you know what I'm saying, is gonna hit your ass over the head for some bread in the next 3, 4, 5. As soon as she had that baby, she the plan is already there. You know, she got her aunties in her ear, she got her mama in her ear, she got her sisters in her ear, her homegirls in her ear. Yeah, girl, you got girl, you do this, girl, you do that. You 2 kids in, and then the nigga is broke. She got everything that you ever worked for. So the game is just like, you know, I was watching Paul Pierce. He was on some show yesterday. It might have been his own show, but he was talking about shit. Not even dealing with the chicks here, man. Just going to a whole nother country, you know, and I don't know why people with the kind of money that they be having, like, why are you here? You know, you think that once you retire, even, you know, in my off season, if I was doing something like that, you know, just me speaking as a man, even in your off season, you think that, okay, those months that you have off, you will go to a whole nother country and just, you know, feel shit out, go travel, you know, hit some, find out some spots that's overall, you know, I guess US friendly, you know, and you go check some of those places out, man. And by the time you ready to retire, you should be done found you a spot where you done already bought a property, somewhere you can go lay back. Your money can last for fucking ever, damn near, you know what I'm saying? Because it's cheaper in a lot of other countries as opposed to in America. And y'all doofy asses stay here, man, because you know why Jake do that? Really, in reality, Jake do that because they want to be seen. They want to be known. They want that, they so into that popularity contest type shit. I would go to a whole nother country where a mother, if they recognize me, I'm keeping it moving. I prefer to come across some, you know, into a spot where nobody knows me. Generally, you know, wherever we go, if, you know, especially if you know, a guy of stature, you got height, you know, you 6'5", 6'6", they gonna automatically kind of think that you know, you're into something. You know, they see, you know, you dressed nice, you know, you got on a nice little watch, whatever the case. They gonna kind of be like, is he famous? Whatever. But I would prefer they just think that way as opposed to, okay, I'm here in the Americas, you know that's me. Everybody following you. Everybody got a goddamn scheme. You got to watch every damn bitch you come across. Nah, man, I'd be in another country where I done bought me a piece of land back off in some damn wood somewhere off a creek, relaxing, chilling. You know? Ain't no way I'd be here, man, with that kind of money some of these dudes be having. But, again, it's all for show. They have to be seen in the newest car. They got to be seen, you know, flexing this, flexing that. Like, hell nah, bro. Ain't no damn way. But anyway, I'm going to end out pretty much about at my destination. So with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Yashala on the Bible Ball.